This is my first time to hear you.
Sorry, state your name first.
I'm Jose Eduardo Jr.
Hi, Jose.
My brother Jerry is the councilor of Cebu.
Oh,
And I'm running under Action Democratico as mayor of Cantila.
okay.
And the issue is about, I want to ask you about the three P's, no? People, progress, or profit. Saan ka mamili dito?
MBN ako.
And-
Straightforward, no? I know where you're going.
And-
I'm an MBN guy.
And I just want to emphasize that you mentioned about life. And this is a core issue of my advocacy why I ran for mayor of our town, sa Cantila, is because it's a mining town. But the question is, it's also a watershed. It's known for its rice granary, and it produces the best people we have, like General Hotchkiss, Charles Hotchkiss, the one who kicked out the Marcoses during the time, during the People's Power. And it produces us General Iral sa BJP, and also General Eriberi, the former chief of staff. And but because of our rice granary. But now the issue here is we are mining on a watershed. Last December 3, this happened. Half a day of rain na flooded ang rice field. Full of bad red na we call it kaitan. So you cannot see anymore the rice fields because half a day lang. It never happened before. Wala pang mining. So the issue here is, sino ba unahin natin? The people, the farmers, the fishermen who live their lives, or mining an area that is declared watershed for profit, for progress? And these are the core questions that I have. Although I'm not against mining as long as it's done properly. Like for example, why not require another PPP or public-private partnership where these mining entities should invest for processing plant rather than denuding our forest and affecting the livelihoods that for hundreds of years is the one that gives life to our people in Cantila.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You already answered your question. Because if you believe in mining, I do believe in mining. I do believe in opportunity. I do believe in business. Business creates jobs. Jobs creates opportunity. But people, whether they are farmer, fishers, folks, or businessmen alike, or miners, should be responsible not only to his estate, but also to others. The things can be addressed. I don't know the real story about your situation, but I think we have the same belief. If they will follow rules, if they will follow diligently, efficiently rules, communities and businesses can live in harmony. Because mining alone, mining in the world is a regular business anywhere. And that includes the world. When I say the world, it's everywhere. But they are responsible. And I do believe that there is still responsible miners, company and corporations in this country. And we must have at least, people in Department of Environment and Natural Resources that will see to it that our people is protected. Now, when you ask me about the three P's, the answer is I am an MBN guy. Thanks to my teacher in UP about 20 years ago when they taught me on how to address minimum basic needs. So when we talk of minimum basic needs, which hindi na ginagamit yata ngayon yung MBN, which is HDI na, Human Development Index. So you'll see there's people there. You'll see that what is the priority? It's the people. But, yes, it's true. okay, prioritize natin people para kakain. People get hungry, people need to work. And I don't like to create a government who keeps on giving and giving and giving, and then you create tawag na nito, kambatugan na. So we have to energize our people. But this to end it, we prioritize food. Food is threat to national security. We prioritize it. Alongside with it is to create opportunity or what we call responsible doing business. Yes, under my watch, one Diyos, I'm always certain about rules. So when we create rules, it has to be observed. And I hope nobody will cross the line. Kasi sa Maynila, lahat na nagko-cross ang line, one-strike policy ako. Yes. You're out. You're done. And people pay for it. Those who violated those rules. I mean, under the rule of law, definitely. So I hope someday I can see your problem. But to be honest today, those industries, both of them, can coexist. We must coexist. Eh kaysa naman nakita mo, ito in passing lang, eh kaysa naman ang kumukuha ng mga yamang kalikasan ng adigma sa Ibanyaga, na tinatalikuran pa tayo. Pinagnanakawan pa tayo ng oportunidad. Let us enjoy God-given resources for this country, but be responsible. And when we enjoy, we make sure that the people of this country will benefit from it, whether they are businessmen or people working in it, or the services that it can serve, provide for our people and for our country. So there is a balance on that. And that is my answer to you. Thank you.
First, thank you very much.
Hi, Ma'am.
Hello, yes, good afternoon. I'm Annabelle Pulvera Page, the Rotary Club of Mandaue. I have a very brief question now.
I thank you.
I'm curious, Mayor, as to what kind of cabinet you will establish.
That is
Yes.
a very good observation.
Yes.
Not only very good observation, but very good question. With all honesty,
Yes,
you know why? You know, remember about an hour ago when I said I did not do it alone. Whatever we are now, whatever we have achieved, and whatever we have got or nakuha namin pagkilala sa bansa at sa ibang bansa is simply because I cannot do it alone. I did not do it alone. And that's a very good question. The question is, who am I going to choose? It's not about who. The answer is, how am I going to choose cabinet? I'll do Lee Kuan Yew. Meritocracy, based on merits. So, yung mga bata, may mga bata rito, may opportunity na kayo to be the secretary of this government. Kasi napapansin ko, nagiging ano ka lang sekretaryo kapag malapit ka sa kusina eh. Barkada, kabrad, kaklase, kababata. Hindi, wala namang masama. As long as you're qualified, I would rather have somebody who is my classmate, but I know for a fact that he's qualified. So based on merits, based on credits, and there will be a team. Ito nga mangyayari Bubuo ako ng team. Sana tulungan mo ako. Tulungan mo akong manalo. Kasi hindi mangyayari ito pagka hindi ako. Kasi I don't know, I cannot state things on the behalf of my competitors. What we will do is to create a team wherein we'll look into the credentials of those applicants. And I guarantee you, kahit yung hindi bumoto sa akin, i-hire ko. I guarantee you, kahit yung hindi ko kasama sa politika, iuupo ko. You know why? Na-perfect ko yung formula na yun sa Maynila. Dahil sa tagal ko sa gobyerno, nakita ko na lahat ng mga mayor, yung mga bata nila. Nakita ko kung sino may asin. Yung mga magagaling. Meron pa nga isang department head eh. Nung araw na nangampanya akong vice mayor, tinatanggalan ako ng poster nun eh. Tinatanggalan ako. I hired him. You know what? Magaling eh. Okay, kaya kita mo, how many buildings that we have built in a matter of, few months? Magaling. Meron nga, mga bata ni ganito, mga bata ni ganyan. Pinagahan ko. When I claimed, about 2 months ago, when I filed my candidacy, when I said, I can work with anybody. Yeah. I can work with anybody. That is real. Anything that I say, there is already a proof. May resibo. Kumbaga, may resibo na siya. Because I always value my word. That's the only thing that I have today for you. And I have been doing that in the past. I'm very careful with what I say. Because pagka sinabi ko nga, sabi ko nga sa inyo, dalhin nyo na kay M. Villier, isang lanyo na yung laway ko. Because mangyayari yun. So on that note, we'll create a team based on merits, immaterial of their political affiliation, immaterial of their gender, immaterial of their preference in life, immaterial of age. As long as they are Filipino and they love this country and they love to serve our fellow citizens, they are most welcome in our program. Thank you. Ano nga ba sa English yun? Meron yun eh, may word yun. Meritocracy. Kasi yun ang ginawa ni Lee Kuan Yew. Ginawa niya yung mga magagaling. Kahit na hindi siya kursulado masyado, ginawa ko yun. And the rest is history for them. So, at the same thing, may awa Diyos. Nakawag kayo maganda. Noong ako'y nag-aaral sa eskwelahan, bawal daw mamukya. Magagalit yung teacher. Noong ako'y nasa gobyerno, ako po'y top notcher na nangungopya. Naku, Diyos ko, pag ako'y may nakitang maganda, kayang i-duplicate, at acceptable into our culture, customs, and situation, I'll adopt. At hindi lang ba sa adaptation, we innovate. Kaya pag nangungopya ako, kailangan mas magaling pa tayo doon sa pinopyahan. Tingnan mo sa Singapore, pag nagbayad ka ng flat, magkano? Thousands of dollars. Tama? Ay, sa Tondo, magbayad ka ng condominium 42 square meter at 2 bedroom with elevator with all the facilities, 2,000 pesos. Is it an innovation? Yes. Because I want you to save more. But decent living. There is dignity of being poor. There is dignity being binabalik sa tao. So, you have a question? You're raising your hand? O sige, tirahin ko pa. Okay, last time. Meron daw kasi kami susunod na event, nag-tip na sa akin. Huwag ka mag-alala, babalik pa ako sa Cebu. Ano to? Wato sawa to.
Good afternoon, Sir Isko. My name is Kaz Onozawa. Together with my friend Francis, we're in the industry of tourism, no? Okay, so Cebu is composed of 167 islands.
Oh, you have no idea, no? Your tourism, no? I don't know if you went there already. Yesterday? Oh, you have a new attraction, you don't know yet the future of this province. The Cebu Safari.
Yes, sir.
You should. Magandang asset niyo yan ulit ngayon sa opening.
Yes, my mother actually have designed the place. And anyway, sir, so 83% of Cebu of the country's maritime industry is based in Cebu. We have schools here that train people to serve yachts, super yachts, ships, liners. But we send tens.
You even build the ships.
We do, sir. But we send most of our maritime students in the tens of thousands into the Mediterranean to service super yachts, the Riviera, Singapore, Hong Kong, including ship lines. Tens of thousands. We know this because our friends actually have agencies sending these people out there. Now, the main reason why we have to send them out is because it's very expensive to bring in a yacht into the Philippines. They charge us 100% in tax. Now,
Because when you bring yacht, that's luxury.
yes, sir, but it cannot be compared to a Ferrari because a yacht is actually a floating house. So,
That I don't know. I like to be a captain of the ship, but I don't know the
yes, sir,
distinction.
regardless of the yacht, so a lot of Cebuanos, or actually Cebuanos, sir, they serve in so many ships and yachts abroad. With Cebu, just Cebu alone, with 167 islands, tourism is our main, I think, driver. Because of tourism, high net worth individuals are able to visit the Philippines or in Cebu, and they get to experience Cebu. And in turn, that's when they start to decide, I should invest here. So because of tourism, we're also a catalyst for foreign direct investments.
So anong...
My question, sir,
Yes,
is,
please.
how do you have any program in your platform that encourages not having to send our skilled men and women abroad, but instead we can use their talents in our own country?
Well, one, I like growth. I don't hinder growth. If any Filipinos, for that matter, saw opportunity in the world, the least thing that he will receive from me is support and protection while he's in Norway, while he's in Europe, while he is another ship of some corporation abroad. So I like growth. I don't think it is fair for them to be halted here in the absence of opportunity for them. So, ba't natin pipigilan kung wala naman tayong kumpanya eh. Ang mga malalaking barko, naalala ko lang nung araw, Sulpicio Lines, Sweet Lines, Tuakong, William, Iscanyo, Kumpanya Maritima, Panay, MB Pilipinas, MB Tadjangas, Philippine Steel. Naalala ko lang nung araw But yung mga yate, I have no idea about bringing yacht here and making it for free, the taxes. Because it's being considered as a luxury. And even in Monte Carlo, and I've been there, it is any form of yacht is a luxury. It is considered luxury. And even in Netherlands, they build yung Gibara ba? Yung Gibara? Yung Gibara? It's a flatbed ship. They put a roofing on it and make it at home, as a home. But still, they pay. They pay. It's well, I don't know. The universal rule is it's a luxury. I don't know. How can we help? Do you have any idea? Let me ask you that question. How? Teach me now. I want to learn this. Please. Ay, makisuyo nga. Magandang issue to tingnan natin. Kasi totoo naman, we had the best seamen in the world.
Yes, sir.
Yes, we are. Because of our nature. It runs in our blood. Because we are an archipelagic country, we have to survive. Going from one island to another to learn sea navigation. And because of technologies and educations that we have achieved, so our innate skills are being honed by schools. And we are loved in the shipping industry as a crew. Yes.
I speak in the lines of shipping. We are speaking more in terms of tourism. Over the past years before the pandemic, we've actually served a lot of high net worth individuals coming into Cebu, and because they actually have interest here as well. No?
Yes, yes.
So
Tourism.
in this room, I understand we are all businessmen. So
Yes.
I speak for a certain caliber of people. I think that there has to be more adjusted policies for these things. As yes, I understand it is brought in as a luxury item. However, luxury, maritime luxury yachts for that matter, we can attract a lot more of businessmen into the Philippines for them to actually enjoy it, so they can probably want to invest. However, it's difficult because of the shortage of boats. It's very difficult to bring in a yacht. One can cost you, for example, $1 million. To bring it in, you have to get another $1 million. So investors don't bother going to the yachting industry. For places like Singapore and Hong Kong who have less shoreline than us, they have more yachts than we do, and a much more vibrant maritime industry because it's easier to bring in boats. For the
They don't pay taxes.
they
in
do, sir,
Singapore.
but not globally. Not
Because in Monte Carlo, I've seen super yachts. I mean super yachts. But they pay taxes. They pay for it.
we're not asking about mitigating taxes. We're just wondering. It's a very tasking process to bring in a boat.
Mahirap magpasok ng yate dahil mahal ng buwis.
Buwis, paperwork, red tape, a lot.
Red tape. Importation red tape.
Yes, sir.
Yun, that can be resolved. Kasi yung kanina talaga, na-confuse ako kasi talaga, yeah, as a universal rule, anywhere, it's a luxury. And people who wanted that kind of luxury should pay the price, bringing it here, to protect or whatever the state wanted to protect. But with regard to red tape, that can be addressed immediately. I don't like red tape. I really don't, with all honesty. That's why GoManila.com was built. People can pay online. And even in less than a few minutes, you'll have your business permit. And then some moratorium in inspection. You know the reason behind? Is I would rather trust first the business telling the truth than me making duda na nanloloko yung negosyante. And how can we be trusted as a government kung if we cannot trust our businesses? And it grows. Nagtuwa naman, pero kaya yung sa City Hall, mga picture-picture ba yung mga red tape? Ano yun, lumiliit ang mundo no. That I can look into it.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, that I can look into it.
We I think just over our experience, we're not very extensive, but we were hoping for
No, it's a niche market.
an administration that can consider more, put more attention into the maritime industry. Because that is what he wants to do.
Maritime industry is about logistics, shipbuilding, people, professionals on it. I may be wrong. I don't know if yachting is part of maritime industry.
It is
It is. Then I'm wrong. And I'll look into it.
because we still have the same crew. And
But building yacht is a part of maritime industry. Owning it is far different. I really don't know. I really don't know.
We just believe, sir, because we belong to
Yeah,
a
I
sector
respect your belief.
where we don't have to use the road.
Yeah, and it's efficient. Very expensive. Mal maintenance ba?
Sir, we
Thank
can.
you.
Alam mo bakit? Alam mo sa totoo, kaya medyo pamilyar ako sa yachting, kaya ako pamilyar sa yachting. Dahil nung araw gusto ko talaga maging seaman, maging kapitan ng barko. That is a dream, childhood dream. That's the only way para to alleviate myself into poverty. Kaya naman marami akong kababatang naging seaman. Seaman Garukot, ganyan. But with all honesty, how I wish someday that I will have a yacht to go around the country. Ano yung lumilitaw ditong beach? Ano yun eh? Bantayan ba yun? Bantayan? Ano yung may beach dito na... Ayun. I really want to see that. And the only way to do it is mag-boat, bangka ba? Or mag-yate. Sandbar. Sandbar.
Yes.
Sandbar, no? Alam mo, bentahin niyo yun. Sandbar. Kasi bihira yun. Unique yun.
Thank you for your time.
Basta rest assured with regard to tourism, fully invested kami.
Thank you.
Fully invested kami. On a particular yacht or yung boat, hindi ko lang alam. Kaya ayoko makumit sa'yo tapos bubulahin lang kita. I'll look into it. I will look into it. But with regard to tourism, I do believe if we invest for one tourist to come in, it will create immediate one job.
Correct.
But at least 17 industry will benefit for every tourist that will come in our country. 17 industry ang tatamaan ba, makikinabang. So, mas madali pa nga mas madali magpataas ng trabaho para mabawasan yung joblessness. Ano yun? If it is a fact, if it is true, that every tourist creates one job, then from what? A regular 4-6 million a year of tourists, if we can create it in a good weather, not now. Ito sa Corona, not now, but in a good weather,